Brett, what's kind of been your focus these first 10, 11 practices, just in terms of what you're trying to implement?
Yeah, I think right now it's building habits, right? That's something that Coach Rule's talked about, our entire team has talked about. Building habits, building techniques that fit within the scheme that we're going to put guys in positions to do. That way, when we kind of build that out, we have the foundation for it. So, building habits, practice habits, taking coaching, feedback, all that kind of stuff. That's been where we spent the majority of our time this first almost 2 weeks, I guess now.
With Archie, you mentioned, I think you've said stock ball,
Yeah.
like finding that for him. How have you felt that's been going? I know there's still time to work on that.
Yeah, there's definitely still time, but man, he's trending would be the way that I would say that. So he's taken coaching. He's had a great summer. He had a great spring. And he's often running this fall camp. So he's in a great spot.
How big a deal is it for Archie that, he had never played football before, and just like going into year two, what he can get out of it?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, nothing is new for him now, right? Like even practice, fall camp, all of that was brand new. Going out in the stadium was brand new. Game day was certainly brand new, and all those situations. So just having an understanding and a comfortability of kind of what you're walking into every day, I think will be really beneficial for him.
How's your comfortability with walking in every day?
Yeah, it's a great question. Getting more comfortable every day. There are still some new things, that catch me off guard, or you got to adjust on the fly, and figuring out how to do that from a practice plan perspective. And Coach Rule is really good about keeping us on our toes and adjusting the practice, and that gives me a lot more comfortability going into the first game or the first run of games where that's what you're going to have to do. So getting more comfortable doing that, getting more comfortable running meetings, planning meetings, all of those things, they just kind of go along with the job. But every day getting more and more, and the guys, the coaches make it a lot easier for me.
Over the offseason, how many different special teams contacts did you reach out to in the industry that and how much more did you have to zone in on things maybe you weren't zone in on before?
That's a great question. There was maybe four that I reached out to, picked brains of. The challenge is when you get so many different voices of figuring out how am I going to tailor this to myself, right? Because the NFL game, the college game is different, and I've had the privilege of talking with a couple pretty good college coordinators, or that have been in college also. So trying to narrow that focus to what I've seen work at the NFL level, what I saw work last year, what I've seen work at other places, and really kind of put our own flavor on everything. And it's been a fun challenge, but it definitely is something that you have to take a step back and be aware of the different voices, the different opinions, and figure out, one more simplistic avenue to take everything.
How much access do you have, if any, to say starters or guys higher up on the depth chart? Do they volunteer?
Yeah, I mean, right now we are playing, best at position, but we're also mindful of, guys' legs and all that. So it's kind of I don't have a great answer for you at this point, and what that is going to look like. What I know is we have a bunch of guys on our team that want to go play at the next level, and they understand that they're going to have special teams value for the most part at that next level. So whether they're actually going to be playing for us or not on Saturdays, the work that they do in our individual periods, our technique periods, is really, really cool to see, and we get the whole team doing that.
For people not having a red shirt, do you feel like you've seen more motivation on the field knowing that younger players could actually get more playing time on special teams?
I can't tell you that I've specifically noticed that. I think that's, could be a good observation. Well, again, we've got a bunch of guys that want to play, and has that opened up the, you can only play so many games, and now it kind of doesn't matter, probably. But what I've noticed is a bunch of guys that want to go out there, practice hard, learn their craft, figure out how they can contribute to the team, and that's kind of special teams coordinator's dream.
With your roots just in the state, Fremont, Kearney, now here, has it settled in, your role with this program now and how much it means?
It's no secret how important this place is to me, the state is to me, the program is to me. That hasn't changed. So I guess soaking in, I don't know that I feel any different now about it than I did day one. More comfortable, as I kind of alluded to earlier, but still excited and humble every single day that I walk in.
Brett, you only get so much time special teams wise each practice. How do you maximize the time that you get for your units?
Yeah, making sure that we're giving them drills and putting them in situations that are constantly going to show up, right? So if we're working kickoff return, how are we giving a look that's going to show up like on a kickoff team also, right? Same for punt return. Try to cross train that as much as possible and really work the techniques that we're going to use in the season. That way, when we may have different game plan schemes, they're all techniques and that come back to fall camp that we've tried and exposed the guys to.
How do you feel about the
gap
returners?
Was the gap between really good special teams in the NFL and really bad special teams wide? And is that gap wider or slimmer in college?
In the NFL, I don't think the difference between good and bad is very much at all in any single phase, offense, defense, Super Bowl champ to first round draft pick. There are dudes everywhere, right? And I think that's the same on special teams. It's a couple plays here, it's a couple plays there. In college, I think just by the nature of how everything is, you can see more talent gaps, right, than you do in the NFL because there's more players, the pool is bigger. I still think it comes down to how can you have explosive plays and how can you mitigate explosive plays against you, whether it's a turnover, giving up a big return, or figuring out, what's a returnable ball, how are we going to capitalize when we get that opportunity and not forcing your hand on that opportunity. And that's where I think the differences are at both levels, really.
I'm sure that they're equally all important, every special teams group, but is there one that you're like, this one's just a little bit more important because we can get something done in this phase versus another phase of special teams?
I do think they're all very important. They're important for different reasons. The coverage teams are important because you're talking about field position, right? Punt is important because you're talking about putting the defense in field position. We talked about like EPA with our team and, why the pooch punt stuff is so important and downing balls inside the 10, inside the 15, inside the 5 if we can, and taking those shots and being really good in those areas. And then the flip side is the return is an offensive play, right? And you asked about our returners, and they're like, we got explosive dudes back there. So though when you have those guys, you're not trying to just get out of that down, right? So we're gonna be calculated, but we're gonna be really aggressive in those units.
Is this something you want to put your imprint on, or is that, you even think in those terms?
I mean, I don't think it's my imprint. I think it's the guys' imprint, right? They're the ones that are going to go, I promise you, I'm not going to go out there and make a good block or return a punt for a touchdown this year. But we got guys that can. It's going to be what they do, and the work that they're putting in now is going to be, what puts them over the top here come October, November, December, January when we look up at the end of the year.
All right.
Cool. All right. Thanks, guys.